Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so today I'm going to do for us 3 days compressed, please. 3 days, because we have not been able to come for 3 days. So I'm doing 3 days compressed today, 19, 20, and 21. So Mama, welcome everybody. Take us that everybody welcome. So before we start, I want that she can share for me her result. I'm very excited to hear from her today. So if you have a result, you can share. Auntie Constance, she can share as well, so we can listen to the both of you guys share for us today. And then after that, we are going to use the happy, positive energy to go from her from here to the lesson. So when we take that energy to a lesson, everything will just work like magic. Okay, Ma, I'm looking forward to hear from you today. Yes. So what happened?
Good morning, all. No, I've unmuted myself. Good morning, everybody on the platform. We had checks to fill.
Yes.
I filled an amount on my check. I waited. Even when you gave your own testimony, mine was not coming. I said it should spill to all of us.
Of course.
And it certainly spilled.
Okay.
Yes, more than
Okay.
so I have to write a new amount while
Yes, of
patiently
course.
waiting
Of course.
because I had it. The check was paid. The check was paid. So I'm happy. It worked out for me. God did
Yeah.
it.
So I always say that if when he wants to come, it always exceed your expectation. You always be above and beyond. God will always do it
Yes.
abundantly. And most times, many people think that okay, no, it just
Yes.
happened by coincidence. No, it just happened because it had to happen. No, it did not have to happen. It's because you have put it out there, and then it will come back as you have put it out
Yes.
there. And if you also notice the check, the
Mhm.
road there that is not negotiable, as you believe it will be done. So I've just let it out there. I have my other amount of my check. I put it out there. I say, as surely as a seed will be on the ground and grow, that's how that money is going to come in. And the thing is this, I've been also having small amounts come in, like all of a sudden I don't expect some money comes in and use it to sort out some issue. So it's also important sometimes to know exactly what you want to do with it. And once you know what you're going to do with it
Yes.
and the thing is done, it means that it also that's also the answer as well. So it does not necessarily mean the cash per
Yes.
se. The something that you wanted.
Mhm.
That's why it's important to know what you want to do with it. So that what you want to do, if that thing gets done, you take that, cancel it, you take that and go to something new. So that's also important. Thank you so much. I'm very happy for you today. And take constant anything to share.
Yeah, thank God for you too.
Super. Okay.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, thank God. Mm.
I'm happy. So I think Constance, if you have anything to share, we can share. And then we
Yeah.
slide.
Yes, I have something. On Monday, I had to go to the hospital and I went back to commanding our day.
Yeah.
I said, this day, I'm baptizing this day. My health is my advantage.
Yes.
I'm doing successfully and I'm commanding everything that I'm doing, every footstep that I'm taking to
Yes.
success. So when I left the house, I went, the first thing that happened was that the taxi that I bought that just took me immediately to my destination.
Wow.
Like that, I usually take about 2 drops. And then secondly, as I was going, I was excited. I entered traffic. I was about getting nervous. I said,
Yes.
no, but what is happening? I said, no, calm down, calm down, calm down. This traffic is working for your good.
Yes.
The traffic. So I calmed down, went to the hospital, went to collect my test result. The test result was not available where I had to collect it. Like, well, I thought that this day was, say, no, calm down. The day is
Yes.
just beginning.
Yes.
Calm down. The day is just beginning. I calmed down. I went back there, had to direct me somewhere to go and fish out the result. I said, as I'm going to fish out this result will be what I want.
Exactly.
And it was what I want above. It was what I want and above.
Voila. He said
I had
it.
to
Good,
I had to
good.
put another program that I did not even foresee for that
Yes,
day.
yes,
Went to carry out an activity
yes,
when the activity was successful.
yes.
So my day was blessed. I was so grateful. Everything
Yes.
was just working according to
Good,
plan.
good, good. I'm happy at Constant because why am I saying this? Because if you don't prepare for something, the thing will come and you don't know that it was it. Like if you don't plan for it, you don't prepare that you're going to see it. It will come and you don't know. And if you notice, there were many times before I personally started doing this gratitude challenge, there are many things that will happen in my life, and I'll just say, it has happened. But once you start catching those things that you're grateful for, once you start catching those little miracles, you see that miracles happen every day, and there's an abundance of miracles out there that happen for us on a daily basis. But because we don't give a damn, and we totally focus maybe on something very big, we see that miracles don't happen. Miracles are there every day, and in so much abundance that once you start programming yourself to see these things and start being grateful for them, you find out that your whole day will be all smiles, because just little things will say that, but yes, this was a miracle. I just got this taxi today. Another person will just think that, okay, it just happened. No, but because you have programmed yourself that you're in a positive mode, you get that taxi and you say, yes, this was my miracle. And that's how you start picking up those little things, and life becomes more than amazing. Life becomes beautiful because you're moving your mind from the negativity of like stressing and bring your mind towards positivity. And once you start doing that, life becomes so beautiful, so abundant, so happy, and life is beautiful. So Odette, if you have anything to share, you can share. If not, we go to all our catch-ups, because we did not do 19, 20, and 21. We're doing them today. So Odette, if you have anything to share, if not, we move. No. Okay. So Odette is not saying anything. I'm going to start with day 19, which was supposed to be on Tuesday. I was not able to make it on Tuesday. So Tuesday is day 19. We're supposed to talk about magnificent outcomes. Now, we all of us want to have good outcomes to everything that we are doing. So when we want to do something, when we want to go out to our day, we want it to always be successful. But you have to understand that to make an outcome magnificent, to make an outcome successful, you have to give thanks for that outcome before it even happens. Just like Auntie Konza said, she already baptized her day before going success, or she baptized her health, that her health is her advantage. Once you start giving thanks for the thing beforehand, that is the reason why we have that you're going to have a magnificent outcome or a great outcome. It is not by luck or chance, it is by you putting out the energy first, and then the outcome follows. It's like you putting out the seed first, and then the fruit will come after the seed that you've put in the ground. And now you find out that most times you want to go out for your day, you say that, I hope my day will go well. Or you have an activity, say, I hope this activity will go well. I hope I'm going to go to school safely. And the life does not work on hoping so much. It works on believing that it has already happened. So all these outcomes that we are hoping for a good outcome, it doesn't happen by chance. Now, if a pilot, let's just take for example, a pilot, he wants to go out to take a plane from one destination to another. Does he just hope that he's going to move that plane, or he already believes that the laws of physics are going to work for that plane to take off and land? He already believes that the laws are there, laws of physics are already there, working for him to take off that plane and land it. Now, another thing is that when you take your phone, for example, you want to dial, if I take my phone now to dial Auntie Constance, it doesn't matter whether, the only thing that might hinder is maybe if there's a network disturbance. But once I pick my phone to dial her number, I am 100% convinced that it's her number that is going to ring. You get, if it doesn't ring, maybe her phone is switched off or the network is a bit messy, but I am already convinced in my head that that is what is going to happen. I cannot dial her number and get maybe another person's number ring, except I miss the number. But if I'm sure of the number that I dial, the phone of that person must ring. So what I want to say today is that if you want to have a magnificent outcome, if you're expecting a great outcome, if you want something that is going to be successful, before you set out at that thing, start by giving thanks for that thing already before going out to it. If you want it to be successful, let your thoughts and your feelings already align to that success. Have you ever seen when, for example, somebody, you go to your office and then they just tell you that the boss wants to see you? What is it the boss wants to see you? All of a sudden, the first thought that comes to our mind, like, did I do something wrong? I'm afraid. What's he going to say now? And once you let out that thought or that feeling of, I'm afraid, I'm worried, the thing that he will tell you is going to be afraid and worried, because you have put out the energy out there, you put out the seed first, and then the seed will give you the result. Or for example, they call you up that, okay, come to your child's school, there's a meeting concerning your child. Most people, the first thought that runs through their mind is, what has this child done wrong again? Nobody always thinks, what has the child done right that they're inviting me to school? I'm excited. No, everybody always is like, this child must have done something wrong. So what happens is that our thought patterns and our feelings have already been programmed to go towards negative thoughts and feelings first before the positive. But what you want to do to be extraordinary, what you want to do to have extraordinary results, to be a magnificent person, to have magnificent outcomes on a daily basis, is bless that thing with what you want to see in advance. Let your thoughts and your feelings align before the event happens. Don't wait for the event to happen first before you give it the thought and feeling. Start feeling as if it's already done. Smile about it. My day is blessed. I'm going out successful. Everything's successful. Everything is going according to my plan. Just say it, smile, feel as if it has already been happened, and then it's going to happen as you have felt and as you have thought. But once the thoughts and the feelings are not aligning to the outcome will manifest otherwise. And once the outcome does not manifest otherwise, what I want you to do from today is that take it as a lesson to yourself that my thoughts and feelings did not align with my manifestation. Means that I am responsible for what is happening. I take responsibility for that experience that did not happen successfully because my thoughts and my feelings did not align. So don't blame it on outer situation. Don't blame it on the neighbor. Don't blame it on the traffic and everything. It's because when the thoughts and the feelings don't align, the manifestation is what you're having inside. So first start by giving yourself the right thoughts, give yourself the right feelings before the day starts. Give yourself just the good vibes and expect it now. So I put my seed in the ground. I am expecting. So be expectant. Give the right thoughts and feelings to your day. That was day 19. To have magnificent outcomes, you must make your thoughts and your feelings magnificent so that as your thoughts and your feelings align, they will give you that magnificent outcome that you're expecting. So if you have a job to do today, an interview to do, an exam, a phone call, you have to meet up with somebody, you have to do any activity that you have to do today, what I want you to do is that before you set out, already baptize that thing with the success that you want, already give it that successful name, and don't only say the words, let the heart feel it, because the Bible says that your words are out of the abundance of your heart, the mouth will speak. The mouth only speaks the abundance that is in the heart, and the heart, the thoughts that we have give us the feelings. The feelings also influence our thoughts. So if our thoughts and our feelings align, the words that will come out are going to be the words that are full in our heart. So if the words that are coming out there and what are full in your heart, they will give you that attraction. So will you catch your words today and ask yourself, are these words that I'm saying, are they positive words? If you say some words that are not very positive, you have to take it as a lesson to yourself that means my heart is not full of what I want to achieve. So you have to start giving yourself the feeling, giving yourself the thoughts of what you want to achieve. Then those things are going to manifest on the outside. If they don't manifest on the outside, you take it for yourself as a lesson that you need to work on your thoughts and your feelings for them to be able to produce for you the right result outside. Always take responsibility. All right. So we go now to day 20. That I'm going to title day 20, Before Your Very Eyes. So day 20 is titled Before Your Very Eyes. So what I'm saying in day 20 is things are going to happen before your very eyes that you'll be amazed. once you start practicing these things I'm telling you, you'll be amazed at the results that you get. These things that you thought impossible, they will happen before your very eyes. And if you remember day 1 or day 2 of our challenge, I asked you to have a list of your top 10 desires. I asked you to have desires, your what you desire in your health, what you desire in relationships, in career, and in money. I actually want us to take today all these 4 areas. Just pick two, or pick your top 10 desires. What do you desire? The top 10 things that you desire very strongly. I want you to take a paper and write all these top 10 things down in order of merit, like what you want, like order of importance. And now when you get these things down, what you want to do is that you want to first of all start imagining that this thing is possible. One of the reasons why many people don't succeed is because already they are not imagining that it's possible. They think that the thing is an impossibility. It's not. Once you already think that's an impossibility, that is your perception. Your perception is what creates your reality. What you believe possible is what shapes your reality. So that you keep seeing that reality and say like, yes, this is how I perceive life. But if you start to imagine out of the ordinary, you see that your imagination takes you out of your limiting beliefs. Now, what I want you to realize is that in the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth, these things were not in existence. Where were they? Because for God to say that let there be light, it means that he had an imagination of what light will look like before he said it that it should be. Because when he looked at it later and said that it was good, it means that his imagination came true, and he said that, yes, my imagination has come true. Does it make sense? So the first thing is that whatever you want of these top 10 desires, first of all, imagine how you will feel like, how you will be in this thing. Once you imagine that it is possible to get, once you imagine that this thing can be done, start visualizing. So the first step is imagine. Imagine that it is possible. Imagine that it's possible. Once you can imagine it, you start to visualize it. Like to see yourself already in it. How will it feel like when I'm having this thing? How will I feel like driving in my Mercedes, whatever the mark is? How will I feel like being in my new amazing house? I see myself going up the stairs. I see myself smiling. I see myself, just whatever you can see, create the picture in the mind. That's what they call visualization. It should have, most times it's hard to, some people are not visual oriented, like I told you before, but you can now watch a movie or go even to YouTube, look at that favorite thing that you want, just search the video on it and try to watch the video and then put yourself in the picture. See yourself like acting that, like you act a film in your mind. Yes, you actually act that film in your mind. So that's what you call visualization. And once you start doing visuals, you will start getting the feeling. The feeling will start coming after you imagine, after you visualize, you start feeling. And feeling is the secret. Feeling is the secret. If you don't feel it, you don't get it. You have to start feeling. So as I said before, if God could say that let there be light, he did not say let there be light from nowhere. He had imagined what light will be to the earth, and he had visualized that when the light will come, this is what I'm expecting to see. This is how the world will be beautiful with the light. He first of all had the image, and then he visualized it. Then he now said it, that let it be like as I have visualized. And when he said it, the light came. And then when the light came, now he later said what? He looked at it and said that it is good. It means that it is what I wanted. It is good. You get? So God will not say something that he is has not visualized. Because if something happens out there when you do not visualize it, then you don't know how it's supposed to be. And that's why I said in the beginning that if you don't talk about how you want your day to be, if you don't plan your day, the things that will happen out there, you will not be able to know whether this thing is a miracle or not. But when you already put out what your manifestation, what you want to achieve during the day, you will see those little miracles happening every day. And you say, yes, it happened. Yes, it happened. Because that is what you wanted. And then it came. So you have to, first of all, be able to imagine it. How would it look like? Those top 10 desires, I asked you to write them the first day. If you do not write on the first day, you can write it today. There's no problem. It doesn't need to be from the first day. So if you have those top 10 desires today, go and take them. The top 10 things that you want, I asked you to do them: relationship, career, money, and your health. Write those top 10 things down. Look at them and try to visualize one after the other. When if I am in this state now, how do I feel? Imagine yourself already. Imagine yourself in this state. Imagine yourself in the state. Now start creating visual images. Start acting the film in your mind. Start playing those images in your mind. Start running them in your mind, like, this is how you feel like when is this happen. This is how you feel. So now you start becoming the thing. And that's why I say that you must become to have. If you want to be wealthy, you must become wealthy. You must give. You must start to give. Because when you are abundant, is to give, is for the overflow. You have to start to put it out there. Is it your time to people? Is it your money? It doesn't need to be money all the time. Many people face, it doesn't need to be money. Is it your time to people? Is it your efforts to mankind? Is it even to your environment? What do you give out to the environment? How do you treat people? Just all that. Once you start being that in yourself, start being what you want. If you become what you want, then you get what you want. If you become the orange seed, then you get the orange fruit. If you become the mango seed, then you get the mango fruit. So you must start becoming by imagining, one, by visualizing, two, and start to feel it. Once you start to feel it, that's when the frequency that you want to attract you start vibrating at that frequency, and then the attraction start taking place. So what I want you to do today, I want to tell you a simple secret of success. If you want your desires to manifest successfully, that's really fast, you have to start looking for something to do towards mankind, adding value to people. That is key. It's not about yourself to say that, oh, I want to enrich myself, I want to do this only for myself. No, start adding value to others. Like, start bringing joy to somebody, bringing joy to other people, adding value to people's life. Once you start giving to humanity, once you start giving to people, all other things start coming. Because you have to give her, and you cannot give her what you don't have first. So you start with yourself. And that's why we have been having this challenge. You have to start working on yourself. Be grateful for yourself and those things that you don't want for yourself. As you're clearing the energy, the negative energy, the positive energy starts coming up. And then you find yourself able to do those things that you thought impossible. And once you start doing them now and you're successful at them, you build yourself into a strong person that you can give out to other people. And now once you start touching, influencing people, bringing joy to people, reaching out, giving something, being available to other people, that is when abundance starts to manifest even more, because once you give out to people, it starts to multiply. So I want you to first of all try however you can to put yourself, your efforts out to help somebody every day. Put a smile on, so it doesn't mean to give. Put a smile on somebody's face. I put down my status the other day. Just listen. Sometimes listen to people. Somebody's talking to you. Somebody needs just a listening ear. Sometimes people don't give. Say, I'm too busy. So give out your time to listen to somebody, even to say hello, even to say thank you. Like, well, I remember everything you've done for me these past few days. I just wanted to say thanks. I mean, you call somebody up and just tell him that you have made his day. Make somebody's day. Call somebody. Tell them how nice they have been. Just do something to somebody every day. Once you start impacting people, just touching people's lives, just one person at a time every day, you find there's so much beauty in this world. So try to put a smile on somebody's face. I will send that thing here. Just how can you make a difference? Say hello to somebody. There's somebody I don't talk to. Call the person up and say, I just want to say hello. How you doing today? Well, just checking on you. Somebody did something to you so amazing. Just say, well, you have been so amazing. I have not told you all so many times. I want to tell you today that you've been so amazing. You've helped me go through this and all that. But once you start adding that value to people's lives, other things start coming to you in abundance. But first of all, for today's challenge, or day 20's challenge that was supposed to be yesterday, so you will see things start to manifest before your very eyes. But the mistake that I don't want you to make is that I don't want you to think that it will all happen in a space of like 1 week. No, you start to do it little by little, then your orange seed starts shooting, and then your shoot starts going to a little kind of tree, and then it grows to a big tree and a big stem and abundant fruit. So by your fruit we shall know you. If your fruits are abundant, we shall know you. And then imagine how much time it takes for a seed to develop to a big tree, and the fruit, it takes years, but it will not take years for you. It will take some time. So don't give up along the way and say that, I've been doing this for 1 week now, no results. Please, as you're sowing those seeds every day, little by little, it starts to shift inside of you. The inside starts to shift, and then the tree will blossom in its own time, its due time. And that's why the Bible says that a time for everything, a time to sow, a time to reap. So in between the sowing and the reaping, there's a time. So give yourself that time. Don't work yourself up. You're a human being. Don't say, no, it's supposed to happen like tomorrow. No, don't work yourself up. Give yourself the time. It's God himself who said, a time for this and time for that. And I want to remind you, when God said in Genesis that, let there be, look at it very well. He said that evening passed and morning came. It did not just happen. Evening passed and morning came. All those things, go and look at them one by one. He said, let there be light. And evening came, evening passed and morning came. What does that mean? There's a time. In the evening, the time for sowing. In the morning, the time for reaping. In the evening is the time for crying. In the morning, and the morning is the time for rejoicing. So though the sorrow will last for the night, the joy will come in the morning. Though the seed lasts in the ground for just a moment, it will surely sprout. So give yourself that time. Don't work yourself up. Don't say, no, my time, my friends have already done this. They have built skyscrapers. I'm still here. No, give yourself the time for growth. Give yourself the time, please. Give yourself that time for growth. In that time for growth, you will learn so much. You will grow, you will develop, and you will be able to give the right fruits. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Once you start doing the right thing, you're on the right track. Your spirit will tell you that you're on the right track. Once your spirit starts saying you're on the right track, stay on track. Stay there. You want to stay there and keep believing and keep taking those actions that will lead you to your goal. So that was before your very eyes, day 20. Once you start imagining, once you start visualizing, and you start feeling, you start giving out those things that you've written out, those 10 desires that you've written out. Start imagining yourself, you're already there. Start visualizing how you look like already in those things. The feeling starts coming. When the feeling starts coming, be grateful for it already. Start giving thanks already. Smile about it already. Feel like it's already done or dead already. That our school project, whatever it is, it's already done. Smile about it. When you think about it, see yourself walking in the school, checking and making sure everything is okay. Smile about it and say it is done. It might take some time, but it will be done. Okay, so that was about before your very eyes. And I'm going to stop this video right now, and then we're going to continue tomorrow for our day 21. So I hope you learned something, and I hope that you keep practicing and keep practicing. So I wish you all a grateful day. I'll take your calls sometime in the day. Please make sure you like our videos. When you go to watch our videos, just click like, subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed, and you can share to somebody, can help somebody. And always make sure that your bell icon, you have clicked it, so that whenever we post a video, you always be notified. So I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow. And even at that, just keep having a grateful day. I'll take your calls privately later on WhatsApp. So thank you, and see you later.